lesson is found on page 302, 1 Samuel chapter 19, verses 18 to 23, and then continue. When David had fled and made his escape, he went to Samuel at Ramah and told him all that Saul had done to him. Then he and Samuel went to Naioth and stayed there. Word came to Saul, David is Naioth and at Ramah. So he sent men to capture him. But when they saw a group of prophets prophesying, with Samuel standing there as their leader, the Spirit of God came upon Samuel's men, and they also prophesied. Saul was told about it, and he sent more men, and they prophesied too. Saul sent men a third time, and they also prophesied. Finally, he himself left for Ramah and went to the great cistern of Succoth, and he said, "Where are Samuel and David?" "Over in Naioth at Ramah," they said. So Saul went to Naioth and Ramah, but the Spirit of God came even upon him, and he walked along prophesying until he came to Naioth. He stripped off his robes and also prophesied in Samuel's presence. He lay that way all that day and night. This is why people say, "Is Saul also among the prophets?" Continuing in chapter 20. Then David fled from Naioth at Ramah and went to Jonathan and asked, "What have I done? What is my crime? How have I wronged your father that he is trying to take my life?" "Never," Jonathan replied. "You are not going to die. Look, my father doesn't do anything great or small without confiding in me. Why would he hide this from me? It's not so." But David took an oath and said, "Your father knows very well that I have found favor in your eyes," and he has said to himself, "Jonathan must not know this or he will be grieved. Yet as surely as the Lord lives, and as you live, there is only a step between me and death." And Jonathan said to David, "Whatever you want to do, I'll do for you." So David said, "Look tomorrow at the new moon festival, and I am supposed to dine with the king. But let me go and hide in the field until the evening of the day after tomorrow. If your father misses me at all, tell him, David earnestly asked my permission to hurry to Bethlehem, his hometown, because an annual sacrifice is being made there for his whole clan. If he says, 'Very well,' then your servant is safe. But if he loses his temper, you can be sure that he is determined to harm me. As for you, show kindness to your servant, for you have brought him into the covenant with you before the Lord. If I am guilty, then kill me yourself. Why hand me over to your father?" "Never," Jonathan said. "If I had the least inkling that my father was determined to harm me, you wouldn't, I tell you." And then, skipping over to verse 24. So David hid in the field, and when the new moon festival came, the king sat down to eat. He sat in his customary place by the wall opposite Jonathan, and Abner sat next to Saul, but David's place was empty. Saul said nothing that day, for he thought something must have happened to David to make him ceremoniously unclean. Certainly he is unclean. But the next day, the second day of the month, David's place was empty again. And then Saul said to his son Jonathan, "Why hasn't the son of Jesse come to the meal, either yesterday or today?" And Jonathan answered, "David earnestly asked me for permission to go to Bethlehem. And he said, 'Let me go because our family is observing a sacrifice in the town, and my brother has ordered me to be there. If I have found favor in your eyes, let me get away to see my brothers. That is why he has not come to the king's table.'" Saul's anger flared up at Jonathan, and he said to him, You son of a perverse and rebellious woman, don't I know that you have sided with the son of Jesse to your own shame and to the shame of the mother who bore you? As long as the son of Jesse lives on this earth, neither you nor the kingdom will be established. Now send and bring him to me, for he must die. Why should he be put to death? What has he done? Jonathan asked his father. But Saul hurled his spear at him to kill him. Then Jonathan knew that his father intended to kill David. And then verse 42. Jonathan said to David, "Go in peace, for we have sworn friendship with each other in the name of the Lord, saying, the Lord is witness between you and me, and between your descendants and my descendants forever." Then David left, and Jonathan went back to town. And we'll turn to page 630, responsive reading, Psalm 100, verses 1. Shout for joy to the Lord, all the earth.
Worship the Lord with gladness. Come before him with joyful songs.
Know that the Lord is God. It is he who has made us, and we are his. We are his people, the sheep of his pasture.
Enter his gates with thanksgiving, and his courts with praise. Give thanks to him and praise his name.
For the Lord is good, and his love endures forever. His faithfulness continues through all generations.
He is Lord, he is Lord. He is risen from the dead, he is Lord. Every knee shall bow, every tongue confess that Jesus Christ is Lord. It is my experience that if we put Jesus' teachings into practice of how to live in this world, it is then reasonable to believe what Jesus tells us about life and death and life after death. And I think today's story is a good example of what I mean by that. You see, David had just served Saul by defeating Goliath, but Saul had dwelled upon the fact that the people began to be impressed with David, he got jealous. And because he focused on that envy and jealousy, and his popularity ate away at King Saul, he began to fill his heart, and his life became more miserable. And he attempted to even kill David by throwing a spear at him while he was just playing his part to help calm him down. And in today's story, Saul was so consumed by anger and jealousy that he even threw a spear at his son Jonathan, when Jonathan was simply asking, why did David deserve to die? In complete contrast, David, even though he was hiding from Saul and his soldiers who were trying to kill him, his life, while challenging, was not filled with bitterness and anger. Instead, it was full of gratitude. As we read in the psalm today, even as we read the psalm today, it is a psalm of thanksgiving. And David wrote so many of the psalms. So David shows us that God's ways are better. Saul was trying to kill him, but in today's story, there are things to praise God for anyway. And so what did he do? Well, the story is that when Saul sent people to Ramah to arrest and capture David, the Lord caused them to be filled with the Spirit, and they got so caught up in the worship service that they forgot to arrest David. So Saul sent some more people, and some more people. Finally decided, if you're going to do it right, you better do it yourself. So he showed up, and the same thing happened to him. And so David wrote, for the Lord is good, his love endures forever, his faithfulness continues through all generations. And God didn't just protect David from Saul, but he and Jonathan had a meeting to test and see if it was safe for David to show up for this banquet. And when he didn't show up, Jonathan tried to ask his father why he was so angry, and his anger flared up. And he had a friend named Jonathan who was so faithful to risk his life to find out what was going on and whether it was safe. You see, David had things to thank God for. God's protection, and Jonathan's friendship. And it doesn't mean that he didn't ignore the fact that he was being chased by Saul, but he was thankful. If we turn and hit the next slide, Lyle. Now, I'm going to have to come down and hit the space bar, but there was a study that came out in Psychology Today in April 3rd, 2015. Amy Moran wrote 7 scientifically proven benefits of gratitude. There we go. The first one is gratitude opens the door to more relationships. Not only does saying thank you contribute to good manners, but showing appreciation can help you win new friends, according to a 2014 study published in the magazine Emotion. The study found that making new acquaintances makes them more likely to seek an ongoing relationship. And when things go sideways, it's good to have friends around to help, isn't it? And so gratitude opens the door to better relationships. It also opens the door to physical health. Grateful people experience fewer aches and pains and report to be feeling healthier than other people, according to a 2012 study published in Personality and Individual Differences. Not surprisingly, grateful people are more likely to take care of their health. They exercise more often, are more likely to attend regular checkups, and take their medication properly. I was at the drugstore this week and I got some new meds. I got a little sheet stapled to it. It said, "Did you know that 50% of all medication is not taken properly?" I think it was a reminder to make sure I take it properly. So I have little dosettes because my memory isn't that good. But gratitude will help us feel better. It doesn't keep me from getting rheumatoid arthritis, but it does allow me to deal with the arthritis in a better way. Gratitude improves psychological health. Gratitude reduces the multitude of toxic emotions from envy and resentment to frustration and regret. Robert Emmons, a leading gratitude researcher, has conducted multiple studies on the link between gratitude and well-being. His research confirms that gratitude effectively increases happiness and reduces depression. So you remember, did any of you have parents get you to pray before you went to bed at night and say, "What are you thankful for?" Taking time to name our blessings before we go to sleep will help our psychological health and reduce anxiety. Gratitude enhances empathy and reduces aggression. Saul needed to know about this, because grateful people are more likely to have a pro-social manner even when others behave badly around them, according to a 2012 study by the University of Kentucky. Study participants who ranked higher on gratitude scales were less likely to retaliate against others, even when given negative feedback. They experienced more sensitivity and empathy towards each other. And if Saul had trusted and worshipped the Lord more, saw that David defeating Goliath kept him out of slavery, helped the whole nation, he could have been in a much better frame of mind. But he wasn't. And so, if we build more relationships, if we improve our physical health and psychological health, and gratitude enhances empathy and reduces aggression, we get along better with people, right? And that's a handy thing to happen when challenges happen.